Good morning. I'd like to do a quick review. After doing the Q&A, about a handful of people had sent me information sharing they didn't understand what the formation of the government had to do with this, why it was important, and I want to put an emphasis on that because we have, and some even disagreed with my logic on the formation of the government, saying it has no bearing on this. And in reality, it has everything to do with, and that's what the delay is, on top of the fact that it's actually the delay this whole year is them setting the stage. But the number one thing we're looking for, guys, that you want to keep your eyes on is the formation of the government. That's what's letting you know when you're reaching the finish line. Okay? This whole video is my opinion and should not be used for financial advice. Okay. All right, my long timers will remember this and they can witness every part of it. Okay? Back on February 27th of this year, Iraq had a key meeting. It was called the National Meeting. All members of the government were present at this meeting. One of the things they did was basically celebrate. It was like a formality. They celebrated being a brand new unified country. And the key word was there, unified. I stressed that to my long timers. I kept stressing unified and so forth. 3 days later, and again, this meeting was held on February 27th. 3 days later, on Saturday, an article came out stating Iraq is now unified. Okay, guys, my point to you is this: Iraq, this is my opinion. I'm of the opinion that Iraq already has a completed, formed government, but they have to hide it from us because it's the linchpin to the rate change. My point is they cannot tell you. So at this national meeting held on Wednesday, February 27th, they announced they're unified, they hold a national meeting. I stress to you guys, this means they're unified. Then 3 days later, they come out announcing they're unified. And shortly after they held this national meeting, they started forming committees to tackle and reduce corruption. My point to you is this: if the government officials were the corruption, okay, they can't form committees to remove the corruption unless all the old government officials were already replaced. Okay, so think about that carefully. That after the national meeting, and they've never done this before, after the national meeting, they formed committees to remove and reduce corruption. Guys, they could not have done that if the government had not been replaced and reformed. I want to stress that to you. Okay, so those are the reasons why I'm of the opinion that the government is already done and formed. But now let's go back to just the simple stuff in this. Back on that 5-year delay article from October of 2014, the CBI stressed that they would not delete the zeros until Iraq had political stability. So the CBI just told you that they must have political stability before they will agree to change the rate within that article, making the formation of the government the linchpin to the rate change. Okay? Now, let's look at how this year has played out. Did Iraq really do anything with the formation of the government this year? Almost nothing. Now ask yourself why. Okay, they've almost done nothing with the formation of the government because they had to set the stage for the rate change for both the country and the citizens. Okay, that's why they've put the formation of the government on the shelf and set it aside. Okay, now when you use common sense is telling you they've basically needed from January through the end of August to set the stage for the rate change. Then they have told you they're going to resume the formation of the government in the month of September, which is directly after setting the stage. guys, this whole thing is predictable. I mean, they've put a timeline right in front of your face. Okay, so when you come back and tell me the formation of the government has nothing to do with this, you're full of complete crap. Okay, it's so blatantly obvious. It's right there in front of your face. I don't know how you can't see it. All right, so that's where we're at. That's why the formation of the government has everything to do with this, because the CBI told you it's the linchpin. Okay, I hope that paints a clearer picture. You guys have a great day.